Let's go, Knowles. Let's go. Let's go. They've been wanting that draft talk. They've been wanting that draft talk from your boy J Tuck. Well, it's here. It's draft season. Cowboys Nation, let's go. No Nation, let's go. Let's get that war chat going. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all know nothing about that. What's up, Cowboys Nation? What's up, No Nation? It's your boy J Tuck. And like I said, it is officially draft season. And all on Twitter, all I've been hearing, Tuck, we ain't gonna talk about the draft. We gotta fix the defense. We gotta talk about the draft. Well, let's talk about it. It's draft season. And so, you guys know, I'm knolled up. We've been through some good times. We've been through some bad times lately. But the thing that you must understand, Cowboys Nation, even though my Seminoles have not been up to par lately, what we've been accustomed to, we still got some dogs in the backfield. We got some dogs on our defense. We got some dogs on our offense, which I'm going to introduce you to. So I've been saying on Twitter, just relax, your boy gotcha. But now it's finally that time for me to introduce you to some of my favorite Knowles that think can impact this Dallas Cowboys team off the rip in this 2021 draft. So before we get into it, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, and also hit me up on Twitter at JTuck151. So the hot topic button when it comes to this Cowboys draft, offense versus defense, offense versus defense, offense versus defense. Tuck, we can't take offense. Tuck, we can't take offense. We needed to solidify this defense. We just brought in Dan Quinn. We just brought in Joe Witt as a past defensive coordinator. We cannot address the offense in the draft at that number 10 pick. And I've been wanting to say this for quite some time, and I have been saying this. We do not. We actually don't. We do not have to draft defense at that number 10 pick, and I'm going to explain why. So, the conversation has been cornerback. It's been cornerback. Do you take Farley? Do you take J.C. Horn? Do you take Patrick Surtain from Alabama, right? And I'm going to say it like this, and we're going to explain, because we got a long time until April, so we got a lot of draft shows, a lot of content going to be dropping on this channel, so turn the notification bell, right? So I've been saying this. When it comes to Farley, I like his upside, I like his potential, but Farley ain't played football last year, bro. He ain't played no football. There will probably not be a combine. So how in-depth can you really scout Caleb Farley going into this season? Can you really trust him, not only physically for preparation for the NFL season, but also health-wise? I'm really on the edge when it comes to drafting these opt-out guys, man, especially at that 10 spot, right? Patrick Surtain, great corner. We saw him play in the national championship. But his ceiling isn't too high. You know, it's just a safe pick. And so if I had to choose from the three that you guys have been tossing out on me, I would choose probably Surtain, because that's the safest pick. It's not an exciting pick by any means, but it's just safe. I feel like if you were to add him with Trayvon Diggs, kind of have that brothership from Alabama, things would be perfectly fine. Then also J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn does have some upside potential, but I'm not fully sold on him being the number 10 pick for the Dallas Cowboys. So this is why I keep telling y'all, we do not have to draft a cornerback at that number 10 spot. And the reason why is one of my guys, right? One of my guys, Asante Samuel Jr. Yes, Asante Samuel Jr. from the University of Florida State. He will be the perfect solution, and he'll probably be a second-round guy. Now, depending on how the boards and things work, you know, he might be early second round. Some mocks have him kind of middle of the second round. But if you're able to solidify that slot position, that nickel corner, we move on from Jordan Lewis, right? We're able to add an Asante Samuel Jr. back, Trayvon Diggs. We re-signed Cheeto on a one-year prove-it deal. We still have Anthony Brown. This is the impact player, the impact corner I can get in the second round that can fit our scheme immediately, off the rip, y'all. Off the rip. Now, the biggest knock when it comes to Asante Samuel Jr. is his size. He's only 5'10". He's a short guy, Tuck. He's short. We like corners that are 6 foot and above. I don't care. I want ball players. And when it comes to making plays, having a nose from the ball, physicality, just being a pure out football player, my guy Asante Samuel Jr. fits that mold. So here's why I've been trying to explain to y'all. why I'm not chomping at the bit for one of these cornerbacks that you guys are mentioning in the top 3. And plus, I also have another guy that's going to fit our scheme, but we'll talk about that. But Asante Samuel Jr., I feel like, look at the stats. I posted it. I got it all pretty with the production. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do CFO games, but the production. But the guy is able to be a productive nickel corner. He can step in instantaneously for Jordan Lewis, fill that void. So you give me Asante Samuel Jr. at the nickel position, Cheeto, Trayvon Diggs, and Anthony Brown. I think that helps solidify our secondary for the most part. So we don't have to reach at that number 10 spot to draft the corner, because I feel like Asante Samuel Jr. would be there waiting for us in the second round. I've seen so many mocks. Everyone's doing mocks. I got a mock. You get a mock. Everybody's doing mocks right now. Every time I've done a mock draft, Asante Samuel Jr. has fell to me in that second round. So I'm not pressing y'all. I'm really not pressing to draft a corner when it comes to that number 10 spot, which goes back to my whole thing about being able to possibly draft the offensive player. But we'll get into that. So here's the thing, though. I know a lot of people are talking about, okay, well, what if it's not the corner position? If we don't take a corner, then we have to address the defensive line, especially in the interior. We got to get stronger in the interior. I agree, because the run game, this defense stopping the run game has been miserable. But I got another guy. So let's say, for instance, we do draft the corner. We take Caleb Farley with the number 2 pick. Okay, big whoop. Okay, I'm excited. He's a Cowboys. I'm going to rep him regardless. But if we're looking for an interior guy, then we got to reach out to my guy, Marvin Wilson, 6'5", 305 pounds defensive tackle. Now, Marvin Wilson, he's a leader. If you watch any college football and you go back to when we're going through like the anthem protest and all, that type of ordeal, and Coach Norvell, Mike Norvell, the coach of Florida State, came out and said, you know what? I've spoken to all my guys about the protest. We're all on board. Marvin Wilson was the vocal leader in that locker room and came out and said, no, you didn't, coach. He called the coach out. Right? So when you talk about Marvin Wilson, you're going to get a fiery guy. You're going to get a leader. You're going to get accountability. Now, here's the thing with Marv, and I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I'm a Knowles fan, so I watch every Saturday. I watch my squad every Saturday, right? I'm keeping it funky with y'all. When it comes to Marvin Wilson, you see flashes, and then he fades. Flashes, and then he fades, right? And there's some games you sit back and you watch Marvin and you feel like he could be a first-round pick, and possibly he could maybe slide into the first round. I don't think he will due to the defensive tackles on the boards this year. I don't think he will slide up that early. But there are times where you see the upside of this guy and you're thinking, damn, that's a savage. I need him on the field. And there are some games we're sitting back thinking, where's Marv? Where's Marv at? He's not even out there. Is he even out there? I can't see Marv. So that's the problem with Marv. It's too much peaks and valleys when it comes to Marvin Wilson. But the upside potential, if Dan Quinn and Dallas Cowboys are able to light a fire under this guy, look out. Because going to this 4-3 under scheme, you're going to need a 2-gap player that can play both gaps. He can do that. Now, the one thing of my concern when it comes to Marvin Wilson with the Dallas Cowboys is, does he really fit the one tech position? I personally don't think that Marvin Wilson is an NFL 1 tech. He's not a nose. You can't just plug him over the center. He's going to be more of a traditional 3 tech, which we already have in Neville Gallimore and also Tristan Hill and some of those other rotational guys. So I don't think with his and the skill set, he's really built for that 1 tech position. That's not really Marv's thing. So for that reason, I don't think the Cowboys would draft Marvin Wilson, but he would be a great addition to this roster and for this Dallas Cowboys team. Straight out, I think he'll be a great leader, and if we're able to get him to the rotation, maybe toss him in that 3-tech rotation, he can definitely light a fire with this team and definitely give us some upside, especially when it comes to this run defense, which has been horrific. We all know, Cowboys fan, how bad this run defense has been. Now, the cornerback position's been talked about, right? The interior line's been talked about, right? But there's this one position the Dallas Cowboys seem to never address. They never addressed it. Never. For some reason, this is a position that they always look past. And if we think about what Dan Quinn's scheme is going to be, you think about the Cam Chancellors, you think about the Earl Thomas. You are going to need a wiry safety that's able to cover. A land shark beast. And when I introduce you to my homeboy Hamsahn Dean, Yes, say it with me. Hamsahn real deal. That's what we're going to call him. With that size, 6'4", 220, that athleticism, he can fully cover. He's going to be a speedy guy that can cover and play with Donovan Wilson, and he can also come down, make plays, and lay that helmet. I tell you this, y'all. And I did this all Saturday morning. I watched film on a lot of these college guys, just going back, reviewing all my notes. I had Hamsah up on one screen. I had Caleb Farley on the other screen. Played them both at the same time. Every time, my eyes shifted to my guy from Florida State. And if you watch a lot of my guys do their mock drafts, this is a guy I feel like the Dallas Cowboys must have. If they don't touch any of the players that I listed earlier, this is the guy. Because I feel like if you pair this kid with Donovan Wilson, you put him back at that free safety position, you now have a dynamic safety duo and extremely upgrade over Xavier Woods instantaneously. But 6'4", 220, y'all, at a free safety, he could possibly be, I won't say the Earl Thomas, but he can probably be more of that Cam Chancellor. So maybe they rotate with Donovan Wilson, but I feel like this is a guy that would definitely fit that Dan Quinn's scheme that I'm tremendously excited about. And I feel like if there's any Nole that the Dallas Cowboys are going to pick and that should be on the radar, it's going to be my guy right here. This is what we need. Just a playmaker, big, physical, smart between the helmet. Going to give you 100%. He's going to give you 100% Xavier Woods. This kid, he's going to give you 100% every play. And this is the type of guy the Dallas Cowboys needs on their defense. And this is the spark plug, y'all. This is the spark plug. So if there's any Dallas Cowboys player or no player the Dallas Cowboys in the draft, now I've seen kind of mocks. He's trending second roundish, maybe late second round, maybe in the third, give or take. We'll have to see. I think we might be able to get him at the third. With no combine, if he's not really able to test, I think we might be able to sneak him at the third or maybe move up from the third into the late second and get this kid. But I feel like if there's any must-have, it has to be my guy, Asante Dean, free safety from Florida State. One of my guys. He's no-blooded. He's no-blooded, the guy you got to have. Now, I would be remiss, y'all, if I was going to talk a little offense, right? Just a little offense, okay? And I said this on Twitter, and this is going to be a Tuck hot take. So sit back, gather around. Tuck hot take time. And y'all might crucify me for this. Y'all might unfollow, unsubscribe, do all that. I don't care. But if I told you day 3 of the draft, possibly I could get you a fake Gucci belt. That's what I've been calling it. A fake Gucci belt, Randy Moss. The G's aren't really going to lock. It might have a little rip on the side, but when you post up in the club and the light hits it, it looks real. If I'm able to get you the fake Gucci belt version of Randy Moss on day 3 of the NFL draft, would you take it? Yeah, you would. You would. And I feel like when it comes to that, my guy, Tamorrion Terry, he fits the bill. Scary Terry from the University of Florida State, he fits that bill. He is about 6'4", 202 pounds, lightning fast. Now, don't expect Amari Cooper route running. Don't expect CeeDee Lamb. Nah. But if you want to run that 9 route, that streak route, just go deep, get beat, big plays down the field and get your Michael Gallup insurance policy that everybody's been wanting to move on for Michael Gallup. Well, here's your solution right here. This is a guy that you can add to this offense and will be a dynamic weapon out the gate with Dak Prescott. Like I said, don't expect crispy routes. Don't expect post routes and out routes and all that. But just run a 9 route, a go route, get deep, go over the top, widen up and stretch out the field. That's my guy, Scary Terry. You saw what he's able to do statistically at the University of Florida State. Now, he did leave early. He had a few rifts with the coaching staff. They weren't getting along over the pandemic and all whatnot. But for the years that he played, he was an explosive target for the Florida State Seminoles, man. So if we're able to get him on day 4, or hell, day 2, if we're able to get him in the 3rd or 4th round, I am perfectly fine with that because I feel like this is a weapon that some teams will overlook, and he gives us the opportunity to make big plays and also give us an insurance policy for Michael Gallup. So there it is, y'all. Y'all been wanting me to talk about draft talk on the channel for so long. So here it is. We got more shows, more content coming. So hit that comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Turn on the notification bell. We got big draft shows coming up, man. But I want to give y'all my take Just a few of my guys. I just wanted to bring y'all out, introduce you to a few of my friends, and just say what's up. Because I remember being at the draft in 2016 in Chicago. I was knolled up. Thought we were going to get this dynamic cornerback out of the University of Florida State. We passed on him. Once again, he's all pro. Once again, he's still one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL, if not the best cornerback in the NFL. When it comes to my Noles, Tuck knows. And I'm telling you, when it comes to Hamsahn, that's the guy that we must get. Now, am I saying he's Jalen Ramsey? Am I saying he's Derwin James? No. But he can have a drastic impact when it comes to this Dallas Cowboys team. So let me know, y'all. Who are y'all feeling? Which one of my no's would you like to see on this Dallas Cowboys roster? Do you think we're taking them too early? Do you think we're taking them too late? And what other teams do you want me to take a look at? Because like I said, it's the offseason, draft talk, free agency. We're going to keep things litty, man. It's your boy J Tuck signing off, saying, let's go Noles. How about those Cowboys? Peace.